Okay, welcome to my channels, and today video I'm going to make a pumpkin cake roll, and I'm going to start by using by preheating the oven at 375. And here I have a baking pan. It's flat. This one is a little bit too big. If you can find a little, someone smaller than that, it's fine. I'm also going to I'm going to use some parchment paper. Here is the box. This is the individual parchment paper or baking sheets, and I'm going to use one. So this is going to be a quick and easy pumpkin cake roll. I'm going to spray. I'm using this. I bought the spray that comes with the flour already, and if you don't have that or you don't want to use it, definitely you can use some butter and flour. We're going to spray the pan. Now we're going to put the parchment paper or the baking sheet paper. And we're going to also spray on top of the paper. And make sure you spray the pan real good. Or if you're going to butter real good. And this is the ingredients. It seems too much ingredients, but the recipe is very easy. We're going to start by pumpkin puree. I'm using pumpkin puree from the can, but you can boil the pumpkin, and you're going to have 1 cup. And here I have 1 cup of pumpkin puree from the can. I also going to use all-purpose flour, plain all-purpose flour, and I'm going to use 1 cup. And I'm going to put all the ingredients below this video in the description box, okay? So this is 1 cup of all-purpose flour. We're also going to use 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla. In here we have ginger. We're going to use ½ teaspoon. Ground clove, we're going to use ½ teaspoon. Cinnamon, we're going to use 1 teaspoon. And I have it in here already measured. And I'm going to use some baking soda, no baking powder, okay? Baking soda, I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of that. And also going to have 1/4 teaspoon of the crushed salt. I'm using the table mixer, but you can use a hand mixer if you don't have that one. In here I have 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon. So I measure 1 teaspoon in there. And 3 large eggs at room temperature. And I'm going to start by putting the 3 eggs in my mixer. So we're going to beat the eggs for a couple of minutes. And then I have granulated sugar. I have 1 cup of granulated sugar, and we're going to be adding that little by little and let them cream. I'm going to add the 1 teaspoon of the fresh lemon, and I forgot to add the vanilla extract in this recipe, but at this time you're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, but I totally forgot to add it. Now I'm going to add my 1 cup of the pumpkin puree, and like I said, you can do it fresh, just to boil or bake the pumpkin, and measure 1 cup. And in a separate bowl, I'm going to sift that flour. So 1 cup of flour. And then we're going to add in there the salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and the spices. And you can use pumpkin spices if you don't want to use the clove, the cinnamon, the ginger, or if you're allergic to any of these ingredients, you let them out, okay? Or if you don't like the flavor, you let them out. So we're gonna sift that. And now we're gonna be adding the flour little by little, but make sure don't over mix, because it's not the cake gonna come out like tough, and you don't want that. So make sure just combine all the ingredients. Okay, with the spatula. With the spatula, you're gonna scrape the sides. And now we're gonna pour the mix in the baking pan. And make sure you spread everything evenly, or try to spread everything evenly. We're gonna bake that at 375 for 12 minutes. Okay, now we're gonna put it in the oven. So 12 minutes already passed, and we're taking the cake out immediately. And you have to be careful, because remember the pan is hot. Just be careful. And the same paper, we're gonna roll the pan. Make sure you grab it by the side. I tried to grab it like that and I get burned. Okay, with the same paper, we're gonna just roll it and just grab it by the side like I say, and you're gonna be okay. And then we're gonna let it cool down, and now we're gonna be preparing the filling for the pumpkin cake roll, which is gonna be cream cheese. So let it cool down in there at room temperature for approximately 15 to 30 minutes. Okay, now we're gonna prepare the cream cheese filling, and make sure you have the cream cheese and the butter at room temperature. In my case, I don't have it at room temperature, so I have to use the microwave. But first, we're gonna sift 1 cup of confectioner sugar or powdered sugar, and I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm using the dark one, but you can use the clear one too. And this is 4 tablespoons or quarter, I think it's a quarter, I don't know if I said it right, of butter, and using unsalted butter, or 4 tablespoons. I'm using the stick, so I just got it by the 4 tablespoons right there on top. I'm also gonna use a stand mixer, but you can use the hand mixer. And 1 8 ounces Philadelphia cream cheese. I'm gonna add my cream cheese. And I'm sorry, I put my butter in the microwave and I melted, but that's okay. But it has to be just soft. And I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon, approximately 1 teaspoon of the vanilla extract. I'm gonna blend these 3 ingredients very well, and then I'm gonna lower the speed in my mixer, I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of regular milk. Any kind of milk do. It can be heavy cream, just regular milk, whatever you have handy. Now I'm gonna lower the heat and I'm gonna be adding the cup of confectioner sugar. Make sure it's in low because you don't wanna just ¿cómo se dice eso? Well, just do it in low speed. We're gonna mix that very well until everything is well combined. And the cream cheese filling is ready. Now we're gonna unfold carefully the cake, and we're gonna put the filling. Make sure you put it in the middle of the cake, because when you roll it back, it's gonna spread a little bit to the sides, and we're gonna use the whole thing. And you can add some walnuts if you like nuts, any kind of nuts, if you want. Now I'm gonna roll it back, but this time without the paper. And I'm going to cut the edges. I'm gonna sprinkle some confectioner sugar, and the confectioner sugar is optional. And here's the final result of my pumpkin cake. I hope you like, guys, this video. Thank you for watching. Until the next one. Bye bye. God bless.